Welcome back to the Maven Show. This is your host Rohit. Today we have Omar, the CEO of Margin Business and podcast host. Thank you, Omar, for getting into the show.
Thank you for having me. Really, really great to be here.
So would you just like to give a quick intro of yourself first?
So our company, I make it a little bit more because we help sellers to do more sales on Amazon, yes, but we do this through a specific, to something very specific through localization. So the localization part here is translating for the European Union. Most of the time we do that, yeah. So we translate the listing, we localize them, we put keywords in there, because only like from certain countries, when you do SEO, you know that you need to have native speakers in order to put the SEO into these different blogs or as well into the listing. So this is what we do. So we began translating this, me and the co-founder Emily, like 10 years ago ourselves, and build it up today to we're about 20 employees. We have about 20 employees now. And we do this for the European Union, for the UAE, for Saudi Arabia, for the US, for all the English-speaking countries. So we have native speaker in each country. So what we can do with that is we track down the customer that you want to sell your product to, and we will understand the product, we will understand the customer, and really track it down that you don't waste on PPC costs, and exactly the customer who's looking at your listing want to buy this listing. So all your competitors can go to sleep, and the listing we have been working on is the one which is going to sell. So very easy.
Is dropshipping dead or still alive?
Dropshipping is a good story. You know, I'm sure you know as well about dropshipping. You've done it before. You tried. Everyone tried. Right now, myself, I tried, and it's really for the European Union. For me personally, it's not worth it anymore. Going into all these countries where Amazon don't deliver, North Africa, some of the Asian countries as well. It's very hard, you know, to send things from China. Like let's say the old model, like you did it before. You order something from China, and then you have the customer, you have your listing in X country, and where you sell it, and they order it, and then China will send directly your product into that country. It don't exist anymore because you have to pay taxes right now. So if you want to really do it, then you have to register for each and every single country and really do this a big thing. But this is this type of dropshipping, I think, is dead. But there is another dropshipping where you can test, actually. So you can do test orders for any product you want to sell, and try if it works. And if you're willing to pay a little bit more of money, that's not a problem. So you can test your orders if this is possible. And then you can, for example, either you take that product that, for example, from China, and you source it in your own country. You can source it in India, you can source it in America, wherever you are. You should look at products where to source. So this is, for my opinion, about dropshipping.
Cool.
There's other forms of dropshipping, actually, you know, so this is still ongoing, but like this old form, the old what everyone knows about dropshipping is that, yeah.
What are the most popular and evergreen niches out there in the market, and what channels we should use to sell out those products?
The products that I would always recommend is something in the household, like from COVID times, when you think about something in the household, or sports stuff, or for animals or babies. This is the stuff I would recommend for everyone to sell. I know people sell supplements. I don't like supplements because it's a headache, and regulations and all these documentation, all that stuff. It's kind of get really headache in some countries, and you don't want to go through that, or you might lose all your stuff, or if somebody has not informed you about it. If you sell on Amazon, most of the Amazon sellers, they have Shopify shops. If you sell on Amazon in Europe, most of the European customers, they sell on the small shops, like you already mentioned, Etsy. There is others within the European Union, like called Cdiscount. There is bol.com in the Netherlands. There is Kaufland in Germany. There is Allegro in Poland. There is so many other marketplaces. So really, if you are looking into selling, don't just go one channel, go Amazon, but at the same time go Shopify. Go Shopify at the same time. Can you as well try to make some Facebook ads? Maybe in your country it's allowed to sell through Facebook. Maybe in your country is allowed to sell to Instagram as well.
Yeah.
It depends, but I really would like go wide. Don't just focus on one thing, because as Amazon, tomorrow they get up from the wrong foot and your account is closed, and that's it. Your stuff is gone. So you don't have any. You cannot go anywhere else. So, but if you sold on many other marketplaces, tomorrow say Amazon is gone, whatever, I'm gonna sell somewhere else. You have your website, you have
Backup.
you have a lot of things going on. So this is very important.
What the minimum budget should be needed in each or as a whole, or what should they consider?
I would say now, so it depends really on the market where you want to sell. Like the US has a super big entry level right now. So I would not go into the US with less than 15,000 or 10,000 US dollar. This is, and the same as well for the European market. Any other markets, I would like Shopify, you can literally go with zero, because there is, for example, there's Printify. You can connect your store to Printify.
Yeah.
You can make some nice t-shirts and sell them, so you don't have to invest anything.
Pretty easy.
So there is. Exactly. So in general, I would really like if you, for example, begin to sell in the Middle East is a very, very good opportunity at the moment. The UAE or Saudi Arabia, India as well is a very good opportunity.
Yeah.
But all of these countries, I think India has as well some tax issues going on, so it's not so easy to sell there. But in the UAE, it's super easy. You go there, you sell, and you don't need more than $1,000, $2,000 in order to do this right, But try right now, the tips what I'm giving is try to source from your own countries if it's possible, like look around you, what you can find. Is there any stuff which you can sell from your own country, because it's much easier than go cross-border and to bring something from another country and bring it and sell it into another country, which is really right now it's getting harder and harder, and it's more costs involved. So if you look at cost effective, look around you what you can sell, grab it, sell it internationally.
Cool. And do you think like Amazon FBA is still amazing to get started?
Definitely. It's one of the best things. Now what you need to do is like I already said, you need to try to pick where you sell. So you go to emerging markets, new markets where regulations is not yet kicked in, like the UAE, like Saudi Arabia. It's much, much easier. The entry level is easier. The products you need to sell is easier to understand because the population is not so dense. So anything you can sell there. It's go to sports, go dog stuff, go cats things, baby. You can really try to sell everything, and it will not cost you too much. But check the markets, go to the emerging markets.
Amazon is pretty much competitive, like it is.
That's true. But that's what I'm saying. Go to the emerging markets. Go to the Saudi and UAE, the new ones. Check where they're popping up new and go there. And right now, you're completely right. If you go US or EU, you need to have a lot of money for marketing, for localization costs, like our company, because you need to localize your listings. This is the most important, that customers from these countries, they when they read something, they want to see that this has been written by a native speaker who has a clue about what he is actually selling, because these are reoccurring customers. So once they buy, they will come again, and they will come again, and they will come again. So it's really, really important that they have like that they have confidence in your brand, in you as a company, and they want the best would be that they source from that country where you as well, where the customer is in. But then we go it's very hard to do that actually. So yeah.
So tell the best ways to increase the sales on marketplaces like Etsy.
So for me, what is always, like you said, it's always PPC. Don't overdo it. For example, for Amazon or for Shopify or the ads is very important. Outside traffic right now is a big thing. So if you have any clue about how Google Analytics and Google Ads works, this can be a big that you can drive the traffic to your listing as well. So this is really one important point. The second important point for me, it goes as well in number one, is the images and the text. So make sure that you don't be like, because I know in India they are so good with the images, you know, they can sell everything with the images. So if you ask somebody, put something on the image and, you know, make a lifestyle picture, they do this in the back room, and, you know, it's something amazing is coming out. So you have the ability, for example, do this. Try to don't waste time on just putting the pictures from the manufacturers up. Go deep into the pictures, make them nice, make the text nice, localize everything, and sell it to the customer. This is the most for me, the visual, because there's so much competition. And if you come with some pictures which are not good, or with the text which is not correct, and with the title which is not good, it's really not good. And really do your study on the SEO. Right now, only AI is going to crawl to your listing, and if they don't find keywords, they're going to literally throw you out. So these are the points what I'm really saying. You need to make sure, and obviously you need to have a good product as well. Not everything is done with on the listing. You need to have as well a good product. So these are the main points for me.
I think starting the own store does not take a lot in Shopify, and just
there's even a test trial. You know, you can for 3 months, you have one for $1. You know, you can just open your Shopify, connect it to Printify, and you check what people like, you know, and a few ads here and there, and you're good to go.
Well, thank you so much for being on the show, Omar. It was amazing to talk to you and having you in. And well, we would love to have you in into the next season or so, man. Thank you so much, Andy.
Thank you so much, Rohit. I really appreciate it. Thank you. It was great talking to you.